heading to the back end of the week on a Thursday morning here, if you're watching us live. And today we're going to talk about sales.
We are. Yeah, we all want more of those, and that's the fuel for our business. Like we're speaking about this all month. Sale is the theme for this month, because that's what you need, right? That's what you need to be able to grow, scale, build this business. So sales is the fuel for your business. So we're going to be talking about not enough sales, the do's and don'ts. So,
well, I mean, hey, it comes down to, as a business owner, are we taking responsibility for the sales of the business, the revenue? Hey, many people start a small business and they're thinking about the skill that they've got there, and hey, I'm really good at this particular skill. I'm a great barista, hairdresser, builder, whatever it may be. Hey, Kathy. But looking at the skill of sales and actually being able to create a sales plan and understanding where that revenue is going to come from, and that all starts with a target. Now, what is your sales target? Have you built a target for your business?
Yeah, target, but also knowing who you're targeting, right? And who are the customers? Can you picture them? Can you describe them? Do you know the pain points that you're resolving? So, they all come hand in hand. They're like a bit of a jigsaw puzzle, right?
Yeah, so you need to really go and look at that market opportunity rather than just going into the business thinking about how many sales you need to make a living for you. What is the business actually capable of? So getting out there and working out how big the market is, who your customers are, how many of your product or service is sold, and creating an overview of what the market opportunity is. And then you've got to go and look at who your competitors are.
Exactly, and how do they do it? How do they speak to their customers? What's the journey? What's the price point? What's the value add, if there is one? And how does your business compare? Is there some improvement to be made?
So once you understand the total market size, what competitors you've got out there, where you sit amongst that, you can start to work out what market share that you're targeting, and what that is in dollar value terms. So that's the way you can build a genuine target to go and hit. Now, if we're not got targets in front of us, if we're just there, if we're doing our business day to day, we're waiting for the phone to ring, and we're just taking it as it comes, it's not going to work. But the reality is that's what many small business owners are doing. Is if you're in a physical store, they're just opening the doors and waiting for people to come in, or waiting for the phone to ring, or if you're an e-commerce business, just waiting for the organic traffic to come through and make those sales. It's not enough. You've got to generate those sales. So start off, what's possible, who are you competing against, what market share should you be targeting, and what does that translate to in dollar value terms, and then we've got to start building a plan.
Indeed, a plan. So one of the things that you need to also check is, what's the pricing of your product? Have you actually looked at every product or service that you offer in your business to work out what's the profitability of that product? Now, the profitability percentages might be different from one product or service to the other within the business, and that's okay. Could be based on volume. But have you actually quality checked that the pricing is correct, that it's acceptable to the customer, that they will pay it? How does it compare to your competitors? What's the value add that might enable you to increase a product? Can you improve the cost of goods sold? Can you improve the acquisition of the raw materials if you're building something, putting something together? And have you actually checked that the profitability of each product is sustainable? Now, you might start early on that it's less because you want to get it to market, and then in time you have built the traction and you've got the data to be able to increase it.
This is plain and simply called market research, folks. Like, if you own a business, you need to be the expert in your field, in your industry, and to do that, you need to go out and look at what other products or services are available, how are they delivered, all of the things that Joanne's just gone through there. Where do you sit in there? What needs improvement? What can you improve to go above and beyond? And this is just all very basic market research that everybody should be doing if you're looking at starting a business, or if you're already in business. This should be, as a business owner, this is just part of our job. Now, it's also really important because as we go to the next phase and develop, how do we actually get traction with our marketplace? how do we go take people through our sales process? Well, when you understand the size of the market, you understand who the competitors are, you understand where your product or service fits, you understand the improvements that maybe you have made or you're about to make, then you can start to incorporate all of that into your pitch. Now the pitch is how you communicate. How you communicate digitally, whether that be through social media, through your website, physically, over the phone as well. How you communicate through your emails, all of those things should incorporate some of the data that you've garnered from your market research.
Indeed. And what sits as a foundation to that, which is a little bit off topic but not, is your brand. You need to be consistent about how you speak about your brand, how you present it. So, you spoke about getting onto social media and those sort of things. So a lot of our business owners, you've got to get comfortable to be in front of these things, which is a camera. and to get your voice out there, because we've experienced it where people have contacted us to say, just checking that you are real.
Yeah.
That we are all doing business through screens.
Are we really
today.
like this?
Are we really? Yes, we are. What you see is what you get. That's who we are. But you need to be prepared. Don't hide behind stock images and websites and pretty pictures.
Yeah. Who are you?
Who are you? You started this
Project
business
that.
for a reason, and that is how you build engagement, like, know, and trust with your audience. That they know that you're real, that you're deeply passionate about your product or service and the impact that it's going to have on your customers.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what we've gone through here, we talked about understanding the market size, we understand who our competitors are, where we sit amongst that, what market share target we should be aiming for, what improvements we need to make. We talked about the pitch, but you also need to go through where are you storing, as you're going through and meeting people and going out there and starting to get information from potential prospects out there, what are you doing with the names of those businesses, if it's B2B, or the names of those clients, what was discussed, where they are in the upgrade cycle or the process of purchasing. So where are you going to store all that information?
Yeah. So I'm going to ask the question, are you gathering that information? Please do. Like, even if you're a cafe, and you're handing out loyalty cards, these people are repeat customers.
Yeah.
Are you gathering their name and their email address and their phone number at least?
People going, I could really do with some more sales, but we've gone through all these, this handful of really basic, what I'd call sales 101 processes, which is part of business 101, that you need to, if you're going through and thinking, I haven't done this, or I haven't thought of that, or I'm not keeping a record of who's got our loyalty cards and all that kind of stuff. So we're not building that database. You've got to go back to basics. That's what building a business is about. If you want to build a business that's going to create an asset for you at some point in time, as you build that, create databases, loyalty, all of those things, that's the value in your business. So you really need to be thinking about, it's not just about sales, I'm not very good at speaking to people or whatever else, but this all fits in to, this is the cornerstone of your business. This is what being in business is about. It is absolutely about sales.
Yeah. So one thing I want to point out to everybody here listening is that your followers are not your database on social media. So don't fall for that trap. I'm just going to get them to follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, if Instagram, Facebook gets switched off tomorrow, where's your database?
There's your database.
Gone.
So your database can be a simple spreadsheet.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, I'm a huge advocate of a customer relationship management system, CRMs, like there's so many out there. But the amazing thing is they all start for free.
Yeah.
So there is no excuse. So even if you've got 1 customer, no customers, 20 customers, you need to start gathering that information, because the insights that it gives you is one huge benefit. You can see if they're opening your emails, if they're interacting on your social media. You can maybe help them celebrate their birthday and send them a nice something on an EDM. But the other thing is, when you've got these people visiting your website at 2 o'clock in the morning and you're fast asleep and they buy, you want them to receive something immediately. They don't want to wait for you to get up in the morning and do your thing. A CRM will send automatic emails that sound like you, look like you, breathe like you, and you're delivering a beautiful, seamless system. And all these platforms provide an amazing amount of education about how to use their platform.
Yep.
They want you to get to the point of using them and paying for them.
Right.
So they do nothing but help you to build.
So here's value to if your heart just sunk when we said, you know, if Facebook or Instagram gets switched off and you don't have access to those potential customers, prospects, let's call them.
Yeah.
If your heart sunk and you need to know what am I going to do, you need to make sure that you've got a CRM system set in place, that you've got some kind of landing page or form on your website that then you can on your platform, whatever it is, if you've got hundreds or thousands, doesn't matter, if you've got a bunch of followers on your social media platform, direct them to an area where you can capture, you know their names, their email addresses, phone numbers, maybe their locations where they are. Direct them somewhere as soon as you can so that you can capture those followers in something that actually you own and you've got control of.
Yeah, so here's another tip too. On social media, how about you make available a free downloadable something? Because on all these social media platforms, you can put a form in there, give me your name, email address and phone number, and a lot of those platforms will auto-populate them for you. And then you can connect that to your CRM.
Super
simple.
Do a giveaway, do a top tips, ebooks.
Yep.
What sort of things we do? We do ebooks,
Tutorials.
quizzes, checklists, just all downloadable stuff that provides some value to those followers that you've got on social media, that enables you to have a way of contacting them outside just an old, simple, plain old DM on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Instagram. Those they're here now, but they might not be here forever. And you've got, if they decide to change their system, whatever, you've got no way of contacting those people, and you've got no way of communicating with them. So what's your alternatives? And what can you? Business is about control. You don't control social media. No. So what is it? How can you funnel these people to a platform that you do control? Okay.
So I think we've given some good tips there. Get in front of the camera.
What have we got? Anyone on Clubhouse got anything to add there before we switch this off? Good morning there, Kathy.
She must have the headphones on, keeping quiet today. That's cool. And that's the beauty of these lives. Like, if you've got questions, please pop them in the chat. We can see them. We can see you on Clubhouse. We would love to answer live chat, live questions. Pop it in the chat. When it's live, watch for it. We'll be back here on Monday.
Should put the Insta up there so we can...
and one thing that I ask you, for our audience, get into YouTube. We are on a mission to get 1,000 subscribers. We're on the way, which is amazing. So there is a great amount of content in there. You can get a better sense of all the things that we do. All the lives are popped in there as well, so you can catch up. And you can get a flavour for what Nick and I can do. Don't just look at them and love them. Love them and subscribe.
Subscribe.
And turn on your notifications, and then you'll know when we're live all the time. So that's my ask of you all today, whenever you're listening to this. And of course, you want to find out more about anything from Navigate Biz, navigabiz.com. There's boot camps, there's free tutorials, there's workshops, and there is way more coming this year. So watch out. We're going to flood you with awesome content.
If you've had a guts full of where you're at in your business right now, jump on navigatebiz.com so that we can come and help you and make sure that you're growing. If you're not growing, you're shrinking.
Indeed.
So make sure you come and join us so we get your business booming. Let's go. Have a great Thursday, everybody.
See you soon. Ta-da.